We're pleased to be joined by former Husker Matt Davison joining us here. It's been a while since you've been on the set. What do you think?
It's a little different. Looks great, guys. Yeah, nice digs.
It is pretty amazing.
Good to be back.
So we talked a lot about the excitement last week. I'm assuming you're feeling the same thing as well, especially as part of 1890. Kind of what are you hearing from the fans? What are you hearing from your boosters, your supporters?
Yeah, just a ton of excitement, right? Like everybody else. It's always a long off season waiting for that first game. Right. And you look back to last season and all those games that the Huskers felt like maybe coulda, shoulda won. Mm-hmm. Little frustration there. You look at the new pieces they added in the off season, all the hard work. Coach Rhule's second year. You come into this season and you know, higher expectations, and you take care of business the way you're supposed to. So everybody felt good coming out of that game, and now we're heading into another big week.
Nebraska obviously had a plan to have to put this roster together we're seeing this year. How big was NIL to kind of getting this together? And when you see some of these guys that are helping Nebraska do it already, I mean, how rewarding is it to know that you guys have had a big impact?
Well, it's our job, right, to be here to help our coaches, give them a chance to succeed in this crazy kind of world of NIL. And here we are entering year 3 or 3 years in. And so we're here to put them in a position to try to get the best players, retain the best players. And I think we did a decent job of that this year. They added, you know, some great pieces on offense for sure, and across the board, really. And that's really what NIL is supposed to do, right? I mean, you use it to recruit and retain and try to build a great roster, and that's what we're there to do, and I think we've done a decent job helping.
Matt, Troy Dannen just stepped on campus this past year, and he has been full support of you guys in 1890. Talk about that relationship in the avenue that he's had to help you guys kind of build trust and all these things to kind of make you guys go to work and get these great players on campus.
Yeah, it's been great. I mean, from the first day Troy got to Nebraska, pretty much we were in meetings with him and able to, you know, see his vision for what he wanted NIL to be. I think he saw 1890 and the way we were executing, and we were able to take his vision and work with what we had and come together and work together on a daily basis. And so now with his team, Tyler Kai, Derek Freeman, and Husker Athletic Fund, along with 1890, we're meeting with them all the time. We're on the same page. And when we're working together, obviously that's when you have the best chance to succeed. And so it's just been refreshing the last few months to see it all come together and to see his leadership come to fruition.
You started as a true freshman. I know Tommy came in like week 5 or 6 in 92, and then of course Adrian started. How big of a deal is it for a quarterback to start as a true freshman here at Nebraska?
Yeah, don't ever mention me playing as a freshman compared to those other guys. It was 100 years ago, much different at wide receiver. But you know, to come in and play as a freshman, it does take a lot. At the quarterback position, though, I mean, totally different ball game, and not many guys could ever do that. And to be physically ready, to be mentally ready, to take on, especially at a place like this, is so much. And he's handled it very well, obviously, off the field, on the field on Saturday. The way he's handled the media, really across the board, Dylan has just been a stud.
When you look at Dylan, you saw him when he came to Nebraska as a freshman in high school, really, when he worked out. I mean, how surprised are you it's taken off like this? I mean, it's really hard to do. We've seen so many great freshmen here in the past, and very few have had an opening game, if ever, like Dylan Raiola.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I've known their family a long time, as you know, and in talking to Dominic, I mean, years ago, he started sending me, you know, clips of Dylan playing baseball, and it was like, you know, I think he's pretty good at baseball. I was like, yeah, he is. And he's throwing guys out, playing catcher, throwing guys out at second and at third, and then all of a sudden he started playing football, and he's like, yeah, he can really throw football too. And so, you know, I've heard about him for a few years, and then he started to come on campus a couple years ago, so I've seen him throw, and his physical abilities are, you know, hard to overstate. I mean, he can just do all the things you really want him to do with the football through the air, and he has the mental capacity to take it on, and, you know, he knows what he's doing when he's watching film, and he knows how to study film. He knows how to be coached, and so he's just what you're looking for when you try to go get a big-time quarterback and you're checking the boxes. He checks most of them, right?
Yeah. We talk a lot about, and Coach Rhule has said this, and other coaches have said this, you want to get old and stay old.
Yeah.
They have all these starters and all this experience on defense. What have you seen from the Black Shirts starting last year into what they did on Saturday?
Well, we have a good combination, I think, of older guys on the team and then a bunch of young guys that can really play. And so that's been fun to see because you have these guys that have been through the Big Ten a few times and they're hungry and they've had some disappointment. And I think they've learned from those things. And so they've been able to bring the young guys along. And Coach Rule's talked about this a lot, the character of the guys in that locker room. And there's a bunch of really good young men in this locker room. And so the old guys with the leadership and the young guys with the talent has come together. And man, it's been fun to watch. I mean, half the time I'm watching the defense and I have to really look to see who's out there.
Yes.
Because they're changing. So many guys are in and out on defense and so much talent. They keep them fresh. I mean, we only played 50 snaps on defense, and still a lot of guys played. And the leading tackler has 5 tackles.
Yep.
And, you know, you're looking for the stat sheet, who had 12 tackles? Nobody's going to have 12 when you only play 50 snaps on defense. So it's a good combination of old and young, and it's just been fun to watch them run around and play the last couple of years under Coach White.
Matt, the landscape of college football has obviously changed a ton since 2021. It's going to change even more next year with the roster limits that go into place. How much communication have you had about some of these new changes, and how do you guys go about, you know, addressing some of these things that are going to really rock college athletics like we've never seen before?
Right. Well, there's been a lot of change in the last 3 years, and some of it has been big changes. Some of it is subtle changes as we've gone along the last 3 years. But I think this is really where being on the same page, the collective, the athletic department, everybody together, you know, we're ready for whatever comes our way. And we're going to work together to make sure we're at the forefront, that we're ready to pivot when we need to pivot in whatever direction it is. And so nobody really knows exactly how this thing's going to shake out over the next 12, 24, 36 months. But I think we're going to be ready for it. You know, what the Pede family has done with 1890 and giving us a chance in NIL and the structure, the unique structure they've given us, the leadership from Troy Dannon, all the great coaches we have on our campus right now, it really puts us in a position to all work together, be on the same page, and be ready for whatever changes come to give us a great chance to be successful.
Matt, I don't know how many college, there's multiple collectives at different schools, but Nebraska kind of being the one. Is that advantageous to have one, or is it this having more competition? But because Ohio State, right, you just hear that, you know, them being able to raise $20 million
Right.
for their football program, multiple collectives, right? But 1890 being the only one, the advantages of just having that one in town.
You know, if you go back just 2.5 years, 2 years, a lot of schools had multiple collectives. And I think everybody realized that it was, you know, in some ways causing confusion to the donor base. Obviously, NIL was very new, and everybody was trying to figure it out, and a lot of people wanted to help. And that's not a bad thing, right? But I think most schools figured out that having one collective is probably the way to go. And that's really the way that it's worked out here. And I think that's best for Nebraska, and it's best for most schools across the country. And so that's the way it's kind of played out over the last 2.5 years.
What do you think about the expansion of the Big Ten? 18 teams now, they're going from coast to coast. A lot of changes from back when the old Big Eight. But what's your feel on what you've seen so far from that?
It's wild. I mean, even just watching the Big Ten video at the beginning of the games, right?
Much more.
Coast to coast.
Yeah.
It's been fun, you know, in recruiting, it's been fun to watch how that's changed a little bit. But you add these teams to the Big Ten. It's fun for our fans to go on some road trips. I'm sure many are going to go out to Southern California in November. We've been to Oregon and Washington in the past. We've been to UCLA a long time ago. So these are big brands in college football. You add them to the mix, and I think it just makes us stronger as a conference. It does change recruiting a little bit, right? And in a good way for Nebraska. We're right in the middle, and we've always recruited nationally, and we'll continue to do that, I'm sure. But I think it's just really exciting times, and it's good to be in the Big Ten right now.
Matt, Colorado will come into Lincoln this week. Maybe the last time we'll see him in the regular season. When you were a player, how much did that game mean to you, Black Friday every single year? And are you hoping that maybe they can find a way to keep playing this down the road?
It's a great game for both fan bases. We know, everything that's happened over decades now. I was in 4 close games. We were fortunate enough to win all 4 of them in the 4 years that I played at Nebraska, but every year it was a battle. And a lot of years it came down to who was going to go to the Big 10 or Big 12 championship game, and then for us, if we were going to have a chance to go on to the national championship game in 1997. And so there are big implications. It's a great rivalry. And, it hasn't gone our way the last few times. So it's going to be exciting on Saturday. I'm excited for our fans, excited, for our players to play in such a heated game on the national stage. Going to be a lot of eyes on this one. And so it's going to be a lot of fun for everybody.
What does success mean this season? Not necessarily wins, losses, but at the end of the year, we say this is a successful year. What does that mean?
It's a big question. I obviously you want to make a bowl game, and that's been something that hasn't happened in a number of years, and so that you start there and you build from there. And I think, you know, you look at the pieces added to this roster. You think about the offseason and the things that we hear coming out of the program. I feel confidence brewing in this football program right now. We saw it on Saturday, and it builds with having experience and going out and doing it on the field. We saw that Saturday. If they're able to do it this Saturday, what does that mean moving forward? And if they're able to, you know, take care of business in week 3, you go one at a time, right?
Sure.
But you're going to see confidence build within this program and maybe get momentum for the first time in a number of years. And if that happens, why not? I mean, I don't want to put a number on it because I think we're just going to play solid football. And there's going to be times where the ball bounces your way and sometimes it doesn't. And sometimes you're going to be able to overcome those things and sometimes you're not. I'm not going to put a number on it, but I feel good about this squad. And I feel like every time we go in to play somebody, they better be ready because, you know, we're probably good enough to beat about anybody on our schedule. Maybe not so great that if we don't play well, a lot of teams couldn't beat us. But I like where we are as a program right now, and I think it's going to be a successful season.
Last thing, can you imagine what it would be like for Nebraska to have a home game in the college football playoff? Somebody from the South's got to come up here in December and play Memorial Stadium.
Be amazing, you know. Be a lot of high fives around here, you know, and it would be so great for our fans. I'm excited about where college football's headed. I know there's been a bit of chaos with NIL and transfers and all of these things, but I'm excited about where it is. I like the playoff and where that's going with 12 teams. It gives you a chance. A lot of big games are going to happen those last few weeks for more teams than what it used to be. And so I like that part. I like the home games. If that ever happened in Lincoln, look out. And, you know we would have a big advantage there. There were some comments made about, you know, can you sell the tickets and what's the weather going to be? Come on, you know.
Yeah, people can stay in Omaha,
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
The whole idea of are there enough hotel rooms? People can
Right.
stay in Omaha and drive the 45 minutes.
Yeah, it would be amazing. A lot of high fives would be had.